Good afternoon, boys and girls. Do you know what time it is? It is story time. So let's sing together. Ready? One, two. Story time, story time, story time. Story time, story time, story time. Me not care what nobody want say. As long as a story time, take my seat, perk my ears, fold my legs, it's story time. Well, boys and girls, it is story time. Do you know what we're reading today? Okay. Do you know any of those words? All right. What do you see in the picture, boys and girls? Look at the picture. What do you see? All right. So let's tell the title of the story. So today the title of the story is The Fox and the Crow. What do you think this story will be about? A fox and a crow. Have you ever seen a fox or a crow before? All right, let's see. One day, a crow was flying to her nest. She saw a bit of cheese and a window ledge. The bird flew down and sat on a fence. She waited until there was no one about. Why would she do that? Then she flew with the cheese to a tree. See her there? She took up the cheese and then she flew away. Wonder what is it that she's going to do with the cheese now, boys and girls. All right? Let's see. A hungry fox saw the crow. He wondered how he could get hold of the cheese. Then the animal had a clever idea. Hello, Mr. Crow, he called. How are you? The crow just nodded her head. How pretty you look, cried the fox. The bird was pleased, but said nothing. See the bird there? Answer the fox there. All right. You must be a lovely singer, said the fox. The foolish bird was so fluttered that she tried to sing. As soon as she opened her beak, the cheese fell to the ground. At once, the cunning fox snapped up the cheese and ran off with it. The silly crow learned a lesson. So, boys and girls, we should not let people pull us to do things. We should not let people flatter us with their words, and so we in turn seek to go and do things because persons are flattering us, right? We should know what is right to do. Okay, let's see. So the questions are, these are things that you were asking. Do you remember? Number one, what was the title of the story? What was the crow? Where was the crow going? What did she saw on a window ledge? Why did she waited for some time? Where did the bird go with the cheese? Who saw the crow? What did the fox say to her? What happened when she opened her beak? What did the cunning fox do? What lesson did the silly crow learn? All right, boys and girls, so look at these and seek to answer them. Okay, boys and girls, now we'll be doing another simple little one. It says, Mr. Nobody, and the author of this one is Anonymous. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that is done in everybody's house. There's no one ever seen his face, and yet we all agree that every plate we break was cracked by Mr. Nobody. 'Tis he who always stirs our books and leaves the door ajar. He pulls the buttons from our coats and scatter pins all over. The ink we never spill, the shoes that laying around you see are not our shoes. They all belong to Mr. Nobody. All right, let's go again. Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse. What does the mischief that he done? Who does the mischief that he done in everybody's house? There's no one ever seen his face. And yet we all agree that every plate we break was cracked by nobody. 'Tis he who always tears our books and leaves the door ajar. He pulls the button from our coats and scatters pins afar. The ink we never spill, the shoes that lying around, you see, are not our shoes. They all belong to Mr. Nobody. So every time you do something, you say it's no, I didn't do it. So ended up that mommy don't do it. But the truth is that somebody did it. Who could have done all these things? It must be somebody. So boys and girls, it is good to admit when you do something wrong or say something wrong. Remember now, boys and girls, honesty is the best policy. So we seek to be honest. Yes, mommy, I did this or I did that, and I am sorry. I shouldn't have done it. So it's best when you own up to anything that you have done. Remember now, when you are honest, you will be rewarded. But there is also a reward for when you are dishonest, because somebody is going to know that it is you. So be honest to mommy and be honest to daddy, boys and girls. Remember that you are special and there is no one like you. Have a good afternoon. I hope that you enjoy this story, and I want you to know two words. So this word is funny. 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 Little. 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 And the word house. 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 All right. And the word plate. Plate. Word plate. Can you see the word plate? Plate. And the word door. 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 All right, boys and girls, have yourselves a wonderful afternoon.